Alrighty, guys. 100 Elo Grandmaster here. We're gonna do some 100 Elo analysis, meaning we're gonna analyze it with our 100 Elo brains and see if we can come up with some better strategies. Not from library. We're gonna go from the archive. We're gonna pull up some fresh off the press bullets that I've done probably about like 20, 30 minutes ago, right? So let's see. We're gonna get the last dub, and then we're gonna get the last L that I took. It's a lot of actually. I think that whole person's name is L, to be honest. But literally, I took an L from L. So let's see. Testing 1 2. Okay, levels are good. So Bob underscore MT. Let's load up the game. It's my first time trying this out, so let's see how it works. Let's see. How do I put up the eval? Let's go. Okay, I feel official. So let me flip it because I didn't play white. I played as black. Was it X? Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. Okay. So it starts off with E4, D5, D5. So I guess I'm going with the Scandi. Let's go. So he takes normal stuff, and I hit him with the main line. I've been trying to practice that a lot lately. So I have my what I call the C6 Scandinavian, and in the C6, um, I do C6 so that way my queen has an escape square because he's already done bishop d2, which is basically trying to eye my queen by going knight f, what is that, knight d5, excuse me, or knight uh, e4. Um, this one, knight d5, is a pretty uh, is a meh move. This one is decent, but it also leads to a crushing position. I don't know if I do it in this one, but there's some deep Scandi in that. Um, Wait, I went backwards. Okay, so he went knight. What was that? Knight e4. Am I going knight e4? To be honest, I actually blundered here. I was supposed to go queen. Can I? How do I go to the analysis board part? How do they like slip into a parallel dimension, into the deviations, variations? Oh, wait, I gotta go back one. What I should have did was this. Much better move, but I definitely blundered that. But anyway, it continues. He didn't take the queen for some reason, so it equalizes the position. So I go where I was supposed to go and just act like nothing happened. He takes, I take. He then does that, and I decided to do something pretty aggressive. So the idea with this is I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna take there, right? But he doesn't want to do that, so he backs up. What this does is hopefully allows me space. That's the idea of this whole um, what's the word for it? Sequence. He then castles. I then move my knight out to protect my queen. Do a little dance, and he moves his pawns in to kind of clamp in the position. I move my knight into the kind of empty space here left by the pawns moving up. So what I do is I like to keep track of where the pawns are and how much space is being taken up, right? So that way I know where I want to jump my knights. Because a few turns ago, I couldn't really jump my knight into anywhere because my queen was sitting there. This one is dangerous. I just straight up lose it, right? So the idea is that seeing that he's attacking my queen, it changes the pawn structure. What this does is this changes the dynamics of the game. So now, although sure he now takes up more space, Stockfish actually I don't think likes. I think did it drop? Yeah, it gave me advantage for that. Yeah, it went from 0.8 to um, but anyway, yeah, it basically equalized the position, damn near. So now he's trying to come in to, I guess, kind of pressure my king here that's been castled. I want to go in and I want to remove. I want to get rid of that knight. I'm just not feeling it. And apparently Stockfish agrees this knight has to go. I then block this up so he doesn't have any funny ideas of doing something weird with the passed pawn, and also anything weird with his bishop. Then he just moves that, and that's inconsequential to me. He tries to attack the queen. He does fork my bishop and my queen. I don't know how Stockfish truly feels about that move. I mean, it says I'm still gonna have a little bit of advantage, but move in, giving up some advantage. I guess that's a mistake. But then he does that, and just I'm totally winning here. I went from like what 0 point something to straight up -4. I move there. He takes. I take back. Interestingly, that brings that kind of back down. Oh, I see. There's like a check here. That makes sense. It's a check here. If he does that, then kind of a forcing move. So I see why it gives him a better evaluation in that position. But yeah, looking at it just bouncing back and forth, but it keeps equalizing back to my way. So it's saying I'm missing something here. So I moved there, and this is where time ran out, because I was trying to do that, but that essentially lost the game technically. But since I was more aiming to flag by this point, because there's nothing else really left to do in the position like this, right? It's just flag. So now that we've seen how it went out the first time, let's go back and see if we can find some better moves. Does it give me the grades? See notation. I guess I should have it annotated beforehand, huh? Well, I guess half the fun is figuring it out yourself. I do have 3 lines up here. So let's go from here. Because here is where the end of quote unquote book goes. Okay. Because I have my own personal repertoire. And essentially around right, I want to say I was supposed to go here, d5. Now he's going to do that. And I'm going to do that. Because that's essentially what happened last time. By doing that, my next move, his next move is probably going to be here. Generally speaking, in a bullet game, they go there. But if we're seeing what Stockfish is talking about, it's seeing a knight f3 idea. Kind of, how far out does it go? Somewhere like this. So the variation is talking about after knight d5. So as it takes, I then go there. They then try to attack with the pawn. I then move out the way and allow the check to go in and ask for a queen trade. There's no queen trade this turn, so I castle. And for some reason, there's a queen creep. And I guess that's to signal there's no queen trade, maybe. And so the Stockfish moves out the way. So then queenside castles for white, and then there's a knight on a6 for some reason. Which, to be honest, I might do in a game in order to finish out development in the middle of opening prep. So that's not too far-fetched. I remember doing that a couple games before starting this one. Anyway, let's go back, add another game. Load. Archive, we're going to look at one of the L's. Oh, I beat him earlier this day. Huh. I need to notice if I'm doubling back and fighting the same people. Alright, so let's see. I was playing as white in this game. He decided to go for a Nimzowitsch Kennedy. Okay, hold on. It's a center game. No. Nimzowitsch defense Kennedy variation. But the problem with this one is there's pretty much only really one real right move with this knight. because the move, the A5, is pretty much the third best move. And the reason being, it pretty much is a weak place to put it. And also, I think later I just end up straight up capturing it. Like, it just pretty much works as just a free sack, which gives me a positional advantage after several turns for some reason. But I guess it's just where I'm placed. Oh yeah, because then my queen comes in, attacks, and now I have a queen in the center. I also have a knight in the center. Just straight domination from a positional standpoint. I moved my queen out. I don't know why I really did that. I probably should have like moved my bishop out here, like did something like kind of like a here maneuver, because the only way you could really block that would be one of those. But then if I come in with on the dark squares like Fiend Shadow that, and I could probably end up doing something like that, and that would probably be very deadly. So the game continues, brings out some bishops, trades, because I offered a trade there. Moves the queen to the corner to offer another trade. He didn't take it, he just castled, so I just took his queen. I'm not going to wait for him. He hung his bishop there. Womp womp. He got a little bit in the time crunch. I had 29 seconds. He has 38. I think he's just trying to run straight to an endgame. I should have took the other one, so I hung my knight twice. I get my life together and use my rook endgame knowledge to some degree. Boom. And so the problem is now he's just trying to like time me out and flag me. And unfortunately, he actually successfully does that, which is fucking annoying because I didn't go for the checkmate. Mate in 1. Oh my goodness, I got flagged on a mate in 1. I just had to, if I'm not mistaken, all I had to do was move here. Because he can't move here and here. He can't move here and here. And no, so that would be here. Because he can't take me. Where's my checkmates? G6. Where's G6? G6 and E6. Right there. We're checkmates. Flag with 2 seconds on the clock. Crazy. But yeah, I guess that concludes the analysis. I'm going to try something like this again. Maybe next time run it through Stockfish and Lucas Chess too. That one I feel like is a nice one as well. But yeah, signing off. Peace.